Hey YouTube, how you doing? Meet the Robinsons, baby. It's the Robinsons in the house. How are you? I'm Dion. This is my beautiful wife.
Carissa.
Oh, she is so beautiful. I love her so much. So we just started our YouTube channel. You guys, I don't know if you follow us on TikTok or not, but we've been getting a little bit of buzz out there. So we thought we'd start a channel to kind of give you guys insight to our life and how we do things. But one of the first things we wanted to do is just talk about how we met, because I believe that we truly have one of the best love stories that I've ever heard or seen. Right? Picture perfect movie type thing. And it's a pretty cool situation. And it's a pretty funny story. So I thought we kind of narrate the story and talk to it, because I got a perspective. My wife has a perspective. You know, she came after me. I mean, that's what I thought, but we'll see as we tell the story. As we tell the story, you guys can determine what you think is the best way to do it. So my wife and I have known each other for almost, three and a half years, almost 4 years now. Mm-hmm. So I used to see her out in this little place called downtown Roseville area, where she was getting her party on and just looking as beautiful as she wanted to look. But I never talked to her. Like, not once did I ever talk to her. Not that I was intimidated or anything, but she always had a group of people around her. She was always with a crew.
He was intimidated.
I was intimidated by her booty, that was for sure. And those eyes, it was crazy. And the dancing ability too. You guys will see that soon, I'm sure. But man, that was intimidating. But I just never talked to her. And then finally, I got an opportunity at this place called the Owl Club. And we're gonna do a tour and show you guys everything, where we met, where we got married at, where I proposed at. We're gonna do a tour for you guys on that one too. I think that'd be pretty cool. Mm-hmm. But I actually, she came in this place called the Owl Club. I remember it like it was yesterday. This was probably like 2.5 years ago.
3 years ago.
3 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. So she walks in. I finally said, "Oh man, I get a chance to say it." She was by herself. You didn't have anybody with you when you first came in. And she came in partying like, "Hey," dancing and shit. I was like, okay. It wasn't very many people in the bar yet because it was early. So you came in and I was like, okay, here's my chance right now. I'm gonna say something to her. So I started talking to her, and you know, she talked back, and it was actually pretty cool. I bought her a drink. We were drinking and talking about, I was gonna take her to Napa. She had never been to Napa before, remember? I was like, she had kids. She's like, you can bring them, I don't care, I'll bring everybody. And then she walked away for about, 5 minutes or so. Came back in her little vicinity, and I was like, hey, so you want another drink? And she kind of like gave me a little cold shoulder. And I was like, what the heck is going on? I didn't know what was going on, but later on, I'm gonna tell you about that. Stay tuned, keep that in your mind. I'll tell you what happened later. So we went our separate ways. Didn't talk again for probably what, babe? Couple years?
About like
about a year and a half.
Year and a half.
There were some funny things that happened in between, though. Remember, because I saw your son at the gym, which we didn't know it was your son at the time.
Yeah,
and he was gonna play basketball
later.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Mm-hmm. And then also when you had your Facebook thing, it said the person that you were gonna end up with was your soulmate. Name was gonna start with a
D.
D, baby. Mm-hmm. So anyway, that didn't work out. Right, it didn't work out, so we went our separate ways. I was living my life. I still saw her living her life downtown, shit, getting it. Never went up to her. She always had a circle of people around her, because she's, as you guys will get to know her, her laugh, her energy is contagious. Always had a circle of people around her, right? So then, fast forward to January 2nd, the day after
New
Year's, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting in this bar called Trocadero, which will take you by there as well. And she comes in again. And it's a low-key night. It's a Sunday, right? Was it a Sunday? I think it was the day after, wherever the day after Thanksgiving or New Year's was.
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm not sure. I think it might have been a Sunday.
Right? Because it was low-key that night. Right? There was nobody there.
Mm-hmm.
It was only a couple.
It was early too, though.
Yeah, it was early. That's true. But she came in with her homies, her twins, her cousins, and everybody. And I was like, you know what? Forget this. I'm about to say something. I was with one of my friends. He's like, man, you need to say something. I'm tired of you talking about her and not saying nothing. All right, let's do this. So I go over there, talk to her. I offered to buy her a drink first off, and she says no. So I'm like, hell no. Again? No, again? She's like, no, but you can take my number and we can go to lunch or do something cool. I said, okay, that's cool. So one thing you guys will learn about me is I'm a numbers man. I love numbers. I'm business numbers. For some reason, and I'm good at phone numbers, but I took her phone number down. Oh, shit. I took her phone number down. Whoa, man. I took her phone number down, right? And then the next day, I texted her because I was so excited. So I texted her. I was like, yeah, baby, I would like to take you to lunch. Let's do this. Yeah, let's go. We about to go to lunch. No answer. Text her again. Maybe she's just tired. Text her again. No answer. I texted like 7 times. Then I finally gave up over a couple day period. Then I finally gave up. I was like, man, I don't know what she thinks she is. Shit, I'm Deion motherfucking Robinson. But I answer my text messages. So she didn't answer my text messages. So then as we would go out, I would see her out with her friends and I would just give her the evil eye. Like, I mean, I ain't got nothing to say to her. Who she thinks she is? She can't text me back. What was you thinking? What were you thinking, man? When you would see me and you didn't see me not saying anything to you, what was you thinking? Like, whatever. Like whatever. Huh?
I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
He's not gonna call me, text me. I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah, right. So
move on to the next.
right. Oh yeah. She ain't going nowhere. She right here now.
I'm just kidding.
But so it was hella funny. So we both had this mentality that she wasn't texting me back, and then she had one that I wasn't texting her. So then what we came up with, so a Saturday night, which was like a end of January type of situation, and we were in a nightclub together called The Union, which we'll take you by as well, because that's a pretty prominent spot in our relationship. But we were at this place called The Union, and I saw her, and I was having a good time. I was dancing. I was like,
You didn't talk to me at all.
Nah, I wasn't gonna talk to her. She ain't gonna text me back. I ain't talking to her. I was about to turn up, turn up. I was feeling good about myself that night. And then so I go to the bar to get a drink, and then she comes up next to me. I'll let you tell this part.
Yeah, so me and my friends, we were all dancing, having a good time. We seen him go up to the bar. So I asked a couple of my friends to go with me. They said no, we're doing our own thing. So I asked my other friend, I was like, hey, go with me to the bar really quick. Let's get a drink. I was like, plus I got to talk to that guy over there. And she was like, okay, let's go. So we went over there and
my other friend was in there.
oh yeah, that's right. So he was with his other friend.
He tried to get up on you. Remember?
Sorry, our daughter's talking to us in the background. So he was with his other friend, and his other friend, I walked up and his other friend actually tried to talk to me, give me a hug, and I was like, hey, like I told my friend, I'm like, can you intervene really quick so I can talk to this guy over here? So she did. She kept him busy, and I think he said something about something that I wanted to drink. He's like, ew.
Yeah, he made fun of you.
I think I wanted a shot of Fireball.
Yeah, Fireball. That's what
I was like, can I get a shot of Fireball?
He's like,
He's
Fireball.
like, ew. And I looked at him and I was like, can you tell your friend to be nice? Stop being mean to me. Can you be nice to me? And then what did you say?
I said, what is he doing wrong? First of all, I thought I was going to be mean and mad to her because she not responding back to me. But as soon as she started talking to me, I got hella nice all of a sudden. She's like, can you tell your friend to stop being mean? I was like, oh, what is he doing to you? What I need to do? He's like, he's making fun of me about a Fireball shot that I want. I was like, man, you want Fireball? I'll get you Fireball, whatever you want. So I thought I was going to be mad. And then at that point, I was like, you know what, man, forget this. I'm about to just ask her because this is bullshit. Right? So I said, hey, why didn't you text me back? And she's like, well, what are you talking about? I was like, dude, I've texted you like 7 times.
You said, why didn't you text me back? And I said, why didn't you text me?
Yeah. And I said, I did text you like 7 times.
And I was like, no, you didn't.
And she's like, look at my phone. She took out her phone. I was like, look at my phone. And sure enough, she say I took the phone number down wrong, but I think she gave it to me wrong because you were hungover from the previous night.
It doesn't matter. I still know my phone number.
You was hungover, girl. So, but either way it go, I take responsibility for it. We had the wrong number. So then from that point on, we was like, okay, we both kind of like each other. So it was just a miscommunication. So we figured that out. And so here's where it gets pretty cool, right? So we went on our first date on February 2nd, right? That was a Tuesday. I had an amazing time. And that was pretty cool because I went to go pick her up at our apartment building. And you know how when somebody don't want you to know where they live, they make you pick you up in the front of the office? She made you pick her up in the office. I'm like, I called her. I was like, hey, you live by the office? She's like, no, I'll just come out and meet you.
You're like, what's your address? And I told him my address. And he's like, okay, so he's like, what's your apartment number? And I was like, just meet me by the office.
And I called her out too. I was like, oh, you don't want to know where you live at. I'm like, okay, I see how this is. She's like, I don't know you yet. Let's see if this date goes good. So then we go out. We went to a steakhouse. It was a really nice dinner. She was dressed up like she was $1 million too. I got to find some pictures. I don't think we have pictures of that. But we'll reenact that moment because it was a beautiful glitter. Remember the glitter dress?
That night.
It was the glitter dress. It was hella pretty. Went to dinner. Had an amazing time. That was on a Tuesday. So then we kind of let a couple of days go by. And I think Thursday was the next day we hung out, right? So we hung out Thursday, we hung out Friday.
Well, because Wednesday you had basketball.
Yeah, that's right. So I had basketball with the kids.
But-
Your son was playing with me at that time too, wasn't he? I think he was. We had already got him involved in basketball. Because I was picking him up for basketball practice, remember? Oh, no, not yet, because I was just starting.
Not yet.
Yeah,
So we went out like Tuesday, and then you had basketball Wednesday. So then we hung out Thursday.
And then Friday, then Saturday, then Sunday. And then, so 24 days later, right? What did we come up with? Is it 25th or 26th?
So February 25th.
February 25th, I proposed to her. And we're going to take you by that place where I proposed to her. And she had no idea it was coming. But before I proposed, I used to always tell her, like, hey, would you marry me if I asked you? And she thought I was talking about like years down the road. But no, I was swooping this one up as soon as I could. And so 25 days later, I proposed to her. And she said yes, thankfully, right? I was really scared actually, because that was pretty fast. Right, what was going through your head when I proposed to you?
My parents, because he hadn't met my parents yet, and he was still new to the family. So,
Yeah. But I solved that problem. So beforehand, I had actually already talked to her parents and got their blessing, because the kids had told them about me and they knew who I was and they wanted her to be happy because, you know, both of us have been through she had been through some really past trauma with her past relationship. So they were scared for her to get into another relationship, even though it was years later and she'd healed from it. For the most part, they were scared for her to get back into something without really knowing this person. So I was able to go talk to them and get their blessing. And so when I proposed to her, she's like, I'm glad for you, happy I said yes. My parents don't know. I was like, I already talked to John and Carrie already. I knew their name and everything. I had a couple-hour conversation with both of them. And then we went off into the night and went to a bar and showed up at the bar with our friends. Nobody knew about what I was doing. So when we got to the bar, she said like this and showed everybody the ring. And everybody went crazy in the bar. It's pretty cool. And then, so we moved in together in June, right?
June, the end of May, beginning of June.
Yep. And then we merged our families together. I have 3 kids living in the house. She has 3 kids. So now we have 6 kids total. We also have a 23, or she's going to be, Dion's going to be 23, who lives in San Diego State. So we have 6 kids living in the house. So it makes for a very fun adventure that you guys are going to go on with us. Lots of different personalities, lots of different things going on. And then
We'll get Dion in it too when she comes to visit. So.
Right. Well, we'll try to take a special trip out there to San Diego as a family. That'd be kind of cool too. You guys can go with us on that one. But then we got married. In June we got married. So we put a wedding together in how long? Because you put a wedding together. I didn't do very much. I got in trouble a couple times during that process, actually.
What?
Remember, he's like, man, could you just do something? Just write the songs down for the DJ. Shit, I got to do everything. I was like, my bad, dog.
Yeah.
And then I wrote the songs down, and the DJ didn't even need none of the damn songs. But I thought I was doing something too. But
we put the wedding together in probably 5 months' time.
It's a really big wedding at this golf course called Granite Bay Golf Course. Luxurious, big old golf course. Spent quite a bit of money on it, but we got it together. Here's our little daughter this is our pocket buddy right here. She is always with us.
This is our...
She is always with us. This is Bexley. Say hi to everybody. Got married. She was our flower girl, and she sung a song for us at our wedding too. And so we got married there, red, black, and white.
And she even signed
our wedding
marriage license.
Yeah.
She was our witness.
Yeah, she was. I'm talking about. And then we were living in a smaller house because we had lots of kids, and then now we moved into a bigger house. Which maybe our next video we can show them our current house, baby. That'd be pretty cool. Show them we live at now.
And we are currently looking to eventually upgrade.
Yep, we're gonna take you guys on that journey with us to go find another house. We went by one today that we'll show you guys here later on, and then we've got probably look about 3 or 4 more houses that we're looking at as we go on our journey. But best decision I've ever made is to marry this woman and ask her to marry me. We go through struggles, but not really at all, to be honest with you. We don't argue. We have a very, very healthy relationship. We love on each other as much as humanly possible. And it's just a good situation, man. What do you think, babe?
I think the
good stuff compared to what we used to
same thing.
live, right?
I mean, this has been a blessing in my life and my kids' life, and merging families, and we're all super excited to see, where this future takes us.
And we hope that you guys will go on this journey with us, and We're going to document it because we feel like we have something to share with the world. We feel like we can help other families and couples be healthy and happy. And that's what we need more of in this world. We need more of what it looks like to be healthy and realism, though, realistically, what it looks like to be healthy, not just fake cars and houses and stuff, right? But what does it take to get there? What are the steps you take? Like, we set our goals together. We dress alike. We do everything, guys. Our tattoos match, our clothes match every day. We're really a team, right? Even
Our underwear match.
Nah, wait a second. Don't have me out here showing my thong like that. What's wrong with you? Damn, you weren't supposed to tell nobody about that. See, I'm not wearing them no more.
I'm just kidding.
Damn. There's nothing sacred in this one. I don't want to talk.
That was funny though.
My jeans might be
That was
tight.
funny, huh? That was funny.
My jeans might be tight, but I ain't wearing no thong. That's why I draw the
He
line.
has underwear with your face on them.
He does.
I did have underwear with her face on them.
Yep.
Got those from my bachelor party, which we did together, by the way. Oh yeah, we can tell them we did a bachelor and bachelorette party in Las Vegas.
We did.
That
That
we
was
did.
in July, a month before we got married, August 14th. So
And we did it together. It was pretty cool. Had all our friends come out. Well, all her friends. My friends didn't show up. But
No, Mike did.
I have a few very close friends that I'm very thankful for. So like Nikki and Chelsea and Stephanie.
twins.
Very thankful for those individuals.
They were there and helped us along the way. It was very, very helpful. So we look forward to getting to know you guys and for you guys to get to know our family and hopefully learn something from us. We can learn something from you and everybody has a better life as a result of it.
All right.
Meet the Robinsons, baby.
Say bye, Bex.
Say bye, Max. She is not shy. Don't let her fool you. You'll see.